Skip Bayless is the definition of a real one. Yes, you heard me right. Skip Bayless is the definition of a real one. And I know what y'all thinking. Y'all be like, oh, he be hating on LeBron. He be hating on Kawhi. He don't want to call Kawhi by his name. He call him number two. Listen, I don't get caught up in all of that. That is for entertainment purposes. That's what Skip does on TV. That is his thing on TV. That's the thing that we look for Skip to do. Every single morning after a big game, we look for him to hate on Braun or hate on Kawhi. And it's really just all jokes to me. Deep down, I know Skip really respects those individuals, and I think he really admires parts of their game and their personality. He just won't admit it because his shtick on TV is to talk about them, right? But I'm talking about he's a real one due to the fact that he has handpicked his co-host and picked it perfectly on every show he's had, ESPN First Take and on FS1 Undisputed. And he's picked personalities that the world has grown to love. Stephen A. Smith, despite the criticisms that people have about Stephen A. Smith, he's a great journalist. He does his due diligence majority of the time, and he brings entertainment to TV. Like right now, he is carrying ESPN on his back single-handedly. He doing what LeBron did in '07 with the Cavaliers. And also, let's go and talk about Shannon Sharpe. A lot of individuals didn't know that Shannon Sharpe could talk about things outside of football. There are a lot of people who thought, hey, can this guy talk about basketball? Can he talk about baseball? Can he talk about boxing? Can he talk about MMA or different things like that? And Shannon has shown that, look, he is a credible individual and he will do his due diligence, he will do his research, and he'll come and bring an entertaining personality along with great facts to back up everything he's saying. And he's handpicked the two black brothers to do what they do and get busy on TV and bring their flavor to TV for the world to love. And I have to respect that, man. He's looked out for people who he considers friends, and he's brought them into the fold of whatever he's doing. I'm sure FS1 gave him a lucrative deal to leave ESPN, but he said, you know what? I'm leaving. You know what? Stephen A. Smith is staying over there. But when I had Shannon Sharpe come in with me, we had great conversations. You know, we had dialogue that was entertaining, but it was also thoughtful. I'm going to bring Shannon here to FS1. I'm going to talk to these executives, and I'm going to make them give Shannon an offer. Like, they're going to have to bring Shannon over here because it won't work unless I got my guy, Shannon Sharpe. The same way he told ESPN First Take. This show is only going to thrive if I have my guy, Stephen A. Smith, because that guy is brilliant. That guy, Stephen A. Smith, is brilliant. That guy, Shannon Sharpe, is brilliant. And both shows that he's been on, the ratings have been through the roof. Through the roof. And I got to salute a man like that to say, you know what? It's not all about me just getting the bread. I'm going to put my friends in position to get bread. And I'm going to pick individuals who are not only my friends, but people who are great at what they do. I'm going to give them a shot. Because, again, a lot of people... Stephen A. Smith had his own show, quite frankly, before he got on there with Skip. He was respected. He was doing a lot of basketball talks, and he was highly entertaining from the Kwame Brown rants and all of that. But Shannon Sharpe, people only saw Shannon talking about football. He's a Hall of Famer, so they look like all you can talk about is football. We don't know. Shannon has a country accent. He has a country twang. But Skip say, no, that dude, that brother is special. He going to get this to work, and we going to vibe, and we going to have great chemistry. And they have great chemistry on TV, and it's undeniable. You can't deny it. Seriously, I go to work, and I be listening to Shannon and them while I'm doing my stuff, and I'm like, I be chuckling and laughing so hard because they bounce back. Their energy bounces back off of each other, and they're timeless with it. The timing is great and everything. But Shannon has not only proven to be an entertaining person, he gives great dialogue on social matters. And he's a very intelligent brother. He's country, but he's very, very intelligent, very well spoken, very articulate, and he's a diligent person, and that works well with Skip. But he's a fan favorite too, and despite all of the stuff Skip does, those are antics. Those are antics to get viewers to tune in to their show. But deep down, Skip Bayless is a genuine person, and recently they had Ernestine Bayless. That is Skip Bayless's wife, and Shannon spoke about how Skip spoke up for him. Skip brought him on there, and when he was a person that normally people have other journalists sitting across from them. He said, Skip chose me, a professional athlete, a former professional athlete, to talk on a show with him, to be on a show with him, and he trusted me. And that speaks volumes about the person that Skip is, man. Also, something that I don't want to not go recognize. You remember when Rob Parker was coming on ESPN First Take, and he got kicked off, let go by ESPN. They didn't re-sign him when he made those statements about RG3, Robert Griffin III, being a cornball brother, right? And truthfully, he shouldn't have been fired for that because RG3 is a cornball brother. Not for the reasons that you're thinking. Not because he has a white girlfriend or a white wife. Not because he talks proper or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. But he's a cornball brother because every single time they was interviewing RG3, he was trying to distance himself from being black every single time. See, let me say it because I know what y'all thinking. There's a difference between telling a reporter, I don't want y'all to stereotype black quarterbacks. We can get the job done just as well as a white quarterback or anybody else. That's different from saying, I don't want to be known as a black quarterback. I'm a quarterback. I don't want to be known as a black quarterback. Brother man, you are a black man. You play quarterback. There's a difference between telling them, I don't want to be stereotyped. I don't want y'all to stereotype black quarterbacks. I don't want y'all to stereotype us. But you are a black quarterback. Embrace that. There's nothing wrong with saying that you're black. The media had him thinking that he had to take on this colorless agenda. I don't want to be black. Like, that's how it was coming across. He kept saying that. I don't want to be known as a black quarterback. Like, bro, you black. Like, you black, man. Just say y'all shouldn't stereotype us being black quarterbacks. We can do other things that the white quarterbacks do. And that's why I wasn't mad when Rob Parker called him a cornball brother, because a lot of stuff he was doing and saying was cornballish, that stuff. But nonetheless, Rob Parker was kicked off of the show. He was let go. As soon as Skip got on FS1, as soon as he got on Fox Sports, he brought Rob Parker on his show, and he kept bringing him on there consistently, continuously, despite dismay from some of the viewers because they didn't like Rob's take on a lot of other things. But he kept bringing Rob into the fold, and that's the definition of a real one. Because he said, you know what? I brought you onto my show, and you got let go for some sentiments I don't think was really was something that I really agreed with. And you got let go and cut out of your position. Look, I'm going to break you into the piece of this pie. You're going to get into this fold. We're going to bring you back into the fold of everything. Come on to my show, brother. Come on to my show. That last network we were at, they let you go and all of that. But come on back over here to my show. Come into the fold and let's cook together. And I respect that because he didn't forget about Rob Parker. And right now, Rob Parker and Chris Broussard have a show together. And I think Rob has been really, really good, man. He's had some great takes on things from the Jay-Z situation, from sports takes and everything. Now, Rob do be throwing salt on Bron, but again, I don't take that stuff personally and all of that when he does it, because it's like he's just trying to be entertaining and everything. But Rob has done well alongside Chris Broussard with their show, and it's worked well. But again, man, Skip has brought in these brothers, 3 different brothers, onto his platform, and put them in position to win with them. And not saying that Skip is the reason that they're winning, because they are brilliant on their own. They are brilliant individuals all across the board. Those 3 black brothers I named are all brilliant. But Skip vouched for them is what I'm saying. Skip vouched for them, and his vouch meant something. Because not only have I heard Shannon Sharp say those brilliant things about Skip, I've heard Stephen A. Smith say the same things about Skip. He just said it recently on The Breakfast Club, and he said it before. And he said they asked him, who would you rather work with? Who did you enjoy work with? Who did you enjoy working with? Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman? And he said, he loves Max. He had a lot of respect for Max. He loves working with Max. But him and Skip Bayless, like, Skip gave me an opportunity, man. And that was dope. And I love to see that genuine friendship between those 3 men, and just the brotherhood that you can see, man. I think that is powerful, and I love to see that on television, and I love to see stories about that stuff, man. So Skip Bayless is the definition of a real one, man. When he brought his wife on, man, I was just smiling from ear to ear because Skip couldn't stop smiling. He was looking at the love of his life. He was turning red, blushing. He was smiling. I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen Skip light up like this, man. So it shows the genuine love that he has with his wife. And it's admirable, man. And Skip's loyalty is admirable because he's been loyal to his friends. And even when he's on FS1, he talks about, hey, my brother Stephen A. Smith, who is like a brother from another mother, man. That man is a brother to me. He doesn't, since he's been on another network, he doesn't talk bad about, he always still praises Stephen A. Smith. and talks good on Stephen A. Smith. He still brings Rob Parker in, even when they disagree. Even when him and Shannon disagree on things, when somebody come at Shannon, he come on his show and he defends Shannon. He does. And that's something that is noble. And I've been enjoying Skip since his days on Cold Pizza, to the transition to First Take, to the transition to FS1 Undisputed. And he is an insightful person. He's a very, very interesting person. And I respect his journalism for sure. I don't agree with a nice amount of his takes a lot of times. I agree with a lot of his takes. And there are a lot of takes I disagree with. But at the end of the day, man, those are his opinions. As long as it's not extremely like unbearable and like just crazy. But a lot of this stuff is his stick, man. I don't get caught up in it, man. A lot of this stuff is just his stick, and I'll be like, Skip, you a hater or whatever. But I just know what Skip gonna say, and he says it with a smile on his face sometimes, because I know it's just like, this man is just trying to be entertaining for real, for real. He respects these entertainers, at least the ones that are to be respected. He respects these athletes, the ones who are to be respected. And yeah, he's a real stand-up brother, man. Skip Bayless is the definition of a real one. Machiavelli Mills TV, tell everybody to like this video, like all the videos on my channel. Thank y'all. Continue, like, comment on this video, comment on other videos, share my videos, and tell everybody to subscribe to this channel. Peace.